I think one thing that we as a people need to realize is that despite our political differences and despite our current situation with the presidential uprising, with someone that's in office that basically is an actor that is trying to play people against one another and to create any kind of, if anything, for lack of better terms, means of scapegoats to take off any heat that he creates for himself. The main thing is that we all still need to stay united as a country, not due to those that are in office, which, in my opinion, are nothing more than puppets, because my experience, especially with having an additional bachelor's degree in political science, is there's only one thing that controls this world, and that's money. For us in this state, in the United States, the lobbyists are the ones that control our government. Money. Money, money, money. Those people in office, up to the point of Trump, are nothing more than actors. They're nothing more than marionettes that are being pulled by strings every single day. They're not doing things that they necessarily want to do. They're not doing things that they necessarily believe in. They're doing things that they are instructed to do based on those which have the funds and the ability to make it happen. So we need to look at it as becoming one family under God, indivisible, because that's the only way that we're going to make it, and the only way that we're going to make this country a better place is to start realizing that we're not individual groups of people, but we are one people. None of us greater, none of us lesser. We all have a part to play. We all are a part of this grand scam, this wonderful, plan that's in place. And that has nothing to do with a spiritual belief, a religious belief. It has to do with the fact that we are one people, and that we are one in the fact that we all need to work together. We need to stop this bigotry. We need to stop this racism. We need to stop this reverse racism. We need to realize that we need to work together as a people. And that's the only way that we're going to eliminate people such as Trump that's in office right now. And every day having a new type of, if nothing, for lack of better terms, type of scandal going on, or some sort of investigation going on, because this is nothing more than a political means of getting attention. The same as when you see some famous star that's gone down the bad road, or has become very addicted to whatever substance, or has been neglectful of whatever family they have. These usually are all publicity stunts, and that's what our government currently, and the person in power, our commander-in-chief, is doing, is nothing more than some sort of, gimmick, some sort of means of putting himself on a stage as an actor. And I think of it and refer back to it as when Ronald Reagan was in office. He was an actor. And that's the main reason why I feel like he ever was there, was because he knew how to play a role. And that role for him was President of the United States. For Trump, he knows how to play a role as well. But his role is not as a president. His role is the same as what it was on The Apprentice, the same as it's been on any other kind of televised programming that he's been responsible for. And for him now, this is nothing more than an act. It's nothing more than another show that, if he could have devised on his own and been able to get the same type of power and same type of recognition so globally, he would have made a series or a show out of it himself already. So my advice is, once again, just that we need to come together as a people and realize that we are all a part of humanity. And we need to start doing just as humanity expresses, and that's to be humane toward one another. If we work together and we stick as one people, it doesn't matter what Trump does, it doesn't matter what the Congress does, it doesn't matter what the House does. What it has to do with is that what we do, we have the power to make this country a better place, despite anybody that is in office, which is basically, once again, controlled by those with power, which in our country is the lobbyists. This goes back to my belief that if there ever be a third world war, it will not be a takeover through some forceful means. It'll be through the economic system. We will try to take over anybody economically. And at this stage in the game, it will probably not be us that has the economic benefit. It'll be someplace like Japan or China that will have the economic control, and with that, the funds. And unfortunately, money can buy most everything that is of importance to people in this materialistic society. So, with that being said, I hope that I've maybe provided some subjective information that can be taken in and thought about. Till next time, this is Terry Ray, coming to you from this small little area of Greenville, South Carolina. I hope this is a benefit to some people, and I hope that you enjoy this little commentary.